dozens of Russian soldiers racing toward your position on dirt bikes at 50 miles per hour. Picture this. You're a Ukrainian sniper positioned in a tree line. The sun is rising over Donetsk. Suddenly, through your scope, you see something that looks like a scene from Mad Max. Dozens of Russian soldiers racing toward your position on dirt bikes at 50 miles per hour. You have seconds to react. What happened next shocked the entire world and changed modern warfare forever. This is the story of how Ukrainian defenders turned Russian motorcycle assaults into what soldiers are now calling motorcycle graveyards. In the past year, something unprecedented has happened on the battlefields of Ukraine. Russian forces have abandoned traditional armored vehicles and started launching massive motorcycle assaults. We're not talking about a few bikes here and there. In a single engagement near Pokrovsk in December 2025, Ukrainian drone operators recorded 19 dirt bikes, 3 buggies, and an entire platoon of Russian infantry racing across open fields at high speed. Near the village of Vuhledar, the Ukrainian 72nd Mechanized Brigade documented the aftermath of another assault. At least 15 destroyed motorcycles lying alongside wrecked heavy vehicles. Ukrainian soldiers started calling these battlefields motorcycle cemeteries. But why motorcycles? Why would any military commander send troops into battle on unarmored bikes? The answer reveals something crucial about modern warfare. Traditional tanks and armored vehicles have become death traps. Ukrainian FPV drones, those small, agile first-person view drones, have been destroying 60 to 70% of Russian armored systems. A single drone can take out a multi-million-dollar tank, so Russia adapted. Motorcycles can move at 50 miles per hour across rough terrain. They're harder for drone operators to track, and they spread forces out instead of bunching them together in one armored vehicle. One Ukrainian officer summed it up perfectly. They move fast, they spread out, and they swerve. But Ukrainian defenders weren't caught off guard. In fact, they had already been using motorcycles themselves, but in a completely different way. Ukrainian sniper teams discovered that electric motorcycles were the perfect stealth insertion vehicle. These bikes are nearly silent, produce no heat signature that thermal imagers can detect, and can cover 200 miles on a single charge. Ukrainian companies like Delfast started providing these electric bikes to sniper teams. The bikes could reach speeds up to 50 miles per hour while remaining whisper quiet. Snipers could move into position, take their shots for 5 to 10 minutes, and disappear before Russian artillery could respond. But when Russian motorcycle assaults started, Ukrainian tactics evolved again. The 10th Mountain Assault Brigade, Edelweiss, showed exactly how to counter these attacks. When their reconnaissance spotted a Russian motorcycle assault force approaching, 19 dirt bikes, 3 buggies, and a platoon of infantry, they didn't panic. They launched their drones. What happened next was devastating for the Russian forces. Ukrainian FPV drone operators and munition drop systems targeted the motorcycles as they raced across open ground. There was nowhere to hide, no armor to protect them. The result? 18 Russian soldiers killed, 5 wounded, and 3 surrendered. The assault was completely destroyed before it could reach Ukrainian lines. Here's the harsh reality that Russian commanders are learning the hard way. Motorcycle assaults follow the same grim pattern as their infamous meat grinder infantry attacks. The more Russian soldiers ride motorcycles into battle, the more Russian soldiers die on motorcycles. Since February 2024, open-source analyst Andrew Perpetua has documented nearly 100 motorcycles and just as many ATVs destroyed by Ukrainian forces, mostly by FPV drones. The 155th Mechanized Brigade near Pokrovsk has recorded multiple Russian motorcycle assault attempts. Every single one was stopped. Drone crews would first convert what started as a motorcycle group into scattered infantry, then systematically eliminate them. But here's the twisted logic. Russia doesn't care. Even though almost all these motorcycle assaults fail, Russian commanders keep ordering them. Why? Because it only takes one successful breakthrough. If just a few Russian soldiers manage to reach Ukrainian trenches and establish a position, even if 90% of their comrades die trying, reinforcements quickly follow. Once they have a foothold, heavier equipment moves in. It's a calculated trade. Russian lives for Ukrainian territory. Ukrainian intelligence reports that nearly half of all current Russian assaults now involve motorcycles, ATVs, or buggies. Russia has even established formal training programs, with courses ranging from 16 hours to over a month, teaching tactics like drone evasion and rapid assault maneuvers. This isn't just about motorcycles anymore. It's about how technology is fundamentally changing warfare. Both sides are now racing to adapt. Russian motorcycles are being fitted with iron cage protections against drone strikes. Some are equipped with portable electronic warfare equipment designed to jam incoming drones. Ukraine has countered by using their own electric motorcycles not just for snipers, but for anti-tank teams. Ukrainian defenders modified electric bikes to carry British NLAW anti-tank missiles. The 28-pound weapon is much easier to transport when mounted on a bike than when carried by hand. These bike-mounted missile teams can silently approach, fire their anti-tank weapon, and escape before Russian forces can respond. It's asymmetric warfare at its finest. The Royal United Services Institute described these motorcycle units as a new form of rapid assault cavalry, a tactical evolution adapted to drone-dominated terrain. One thing is certain. What we're witnessing in Ukraine is the future of warfare. Fast, dispersed, technologically integrated units that can survive in an environment where every vehicle is tracked by drones overhead. The implications go far beyond Ukraine. Military analysts worldwide are studying these tactics. The future belongs to forces that can combine speed, dispersion, firepower, and electronic warfare in new ways. If you want to stay updated on the latest developments from Ukraine, hit that subscribe button for Redline USA right now. We bring you the real story.